I'm sure Emir of Kuwait is just as great, so is Abu Dhabi and other places. But to create this economy out of nothing, change the desert, sand into dollar, into gold for his people, and created so many jobs for so many Muslims around the world, even Christians, even the Western people. They come down and make huge money. Look at this power of these Muslims, thought and mind. Why can't it be recognized? Why can't it be reckoned, put together? Where is this human humbleness, the Muslim humbleness? A drop of that behavior of Muhammad, if you have, a drop of his holiness. That would be the acids, It will kill all this arrogance, all this bad attitudes. So, I brought these ideas to say that we can prevent a disaster. But the source of it is disunity and disagreement among the Muslims, which has resulted in a bad economy, which has resulted in this lack of political liberty and power and recognition of women to the level of Islam. You don't have to go to the level of the Western people, but to the level of Islam. We need, in the political arena, in the medical arena, in all the arena, women to be up there. They're such a huge force. They're the biggest shield in front of the fundamentalism. But the role model is not in the West. You have your own role model. You know what to do anyways. And all of this has resulted in this conflict with Israel. Helping people who want to fight Israel. Has that been a solution? All this amount of the money that has been thrown at these people who have problem with Israel, rightfully so, but has it helped them? No. It just created more and more martyrs, more and more conflicts. Conflict has become bigger. The first cause was, okay, you took my land, I took your land. Now it is that you killed my father, you killed my brother, you killed my sister. What are we doing? Two people are fighting, or we're giving them weapons. Has it been good for the Palestinians? Poor Palestinians. No, it hasn't helped. The money and the aids have to be given for educations of the Palestinians, for make them individually to become doctors, engineers, rich, wealthy, and to look at the issue of Israel. Certainly as the Muslims, 1 billion Muslims, we can't say to the people of the earth they cannot be around us. My God, if the doctrine of the Israelis are against the Islam, what about the doctrine of Buddhists of the China, which are 1 billion? What about the doctrine of the 1 billion Hindus, that they believe in millions of gods? What about the doctrines of another billion of people who are atheists and don't believe in God altogether? We are living in an era that we have to accept the differences. At this time, the solution towards Israel is not to get angry. This is a fight. You throw, they throw, you throw, they throw, you throw, they throw. It's a game. It has to be stopped. Because it's not going anywhere. Has it gone so far? Maybe the whole system has to be changed. Of course, you can't convince all the Muslims. But if there's leadership, book is written, online, 10 line, this is where all the Muslims stand with this relation. Then you see the problem has changed. Definition of the nation is changed. It's no longer nation means the person, the group of people who have certain area of land. There are many nations in one nation. In Canada, there are many nations. The province of Quebec is called the nation of Quebec. all the natives of North America and Canada, they're called nations of their own. The whole world is getting united. In this unity, we have to accept the differences. But getting hurt, I can't even watch the news sometimes between Palestine and Israel. I put my head, bang my head to the wall. Why? It's because we are feeding it. There's a fire and you throw more wood into it. The fire is going to go. Any battle, any armament, any money that is going to be spent fighting Israel is no good. Sometimes to defeat your enemy is that you should not fight with it. If you think Israel is your enemy, I tell you, there's a modern version. Do not fight with them at all. Don't. As soon as they know there is no fight coming from Palestinians, then you see that the Israelis are not so united. There are many, many factions within them. They are united because there's an enemy in the front. What is the point of that? I was at, I don't know, 20 some odd years ago in Israel. We Baha'is, we go to Israel, you know, to see the shrine of Baha'ullah, because Baha'ullah went to, banished to Israel by Iran, by the Ottoman Empire, way before there was even an Israel. So, before there was an Israel, there were Baha'is in Israel. We go there, and I was talking to one Palestinian. I said, what is the use of getting separated from Israel? What is the use of it? Tell me. Israeli passport is the most respected anywhere you go in the world. Their money is cashable everywhere you go in the world. So you think if you separate Gaza or West Bank and it's only Arab, you think prosperity will come? Why? I am looking at all the Muslim countries. They're all dictators, exploiting each other. So, if there is a Palestinian government, they're the most corrupted probably. Why? Because poverty and ignorance brings corruptions. But if you're a part of Israel, then there's Israeli hospital, then there's Israeli university. But it's a democratic country. You can vote for your own governor who's an Arab, even a police power is Arab. Everything could be Arab. Just like in Quebec, everything is French. Even the writing is not in English, it's in French. You enter the city of Quebec, it says the nation's capital. Nation's capital, and Quebec is a province of Canada. You see, this is what English people, they showed us. Expansions of mind. Then they created a different type of nations. A country that is made many out of many nations. So I said to these Palestinians, and he told me that, are you one of the Jews that they send you here to talk to us? I said, no, I'm not. I told him, has there any Jew has talked to you like this? He said, not really. I said, just think about it. Your problem is no longer that you took my land. Now that that cause is lost, your problem right now is that you've killed my son, killed my brother, killed my father. They're in my mind. That's why I have to fight. You know? It just seems to me that it's an area of exploitations. Every time this organization, they want to come and get money from Saudi Arabia, from Kuwait, sometimes even from Iran, they intrigue Israel to kill Palestinians. And as soon as few Palestinians died, they go there and they put their hand, please give us some money because our people died. It seems it's like a business to kill Palestinians in order to get donations. From an outside look, I'm a businessman, it looks to me like that. Because why do you start throwing things at Israel, this Saruch and homemade bomb, rockets, homemade rockets, for a month and then you stop. I'm looking at it. As soon as the donation came, they stopped it. As if the whole thing was orchestrated to get money. Then if this is the case, why do we have to pay money to these organizations? Where at the end of the day, the game is that more Palestinian dies. And the conflict becomes bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And finally, like any other game, the last period comes. And you can't beat Israel. Impossible. They have the arsenal to cut this planet into two. What should they do when they know they're going to be completely killed if they're falling in the hand of the Muslims? I think myself as a Jew, what would I do? I'm just born Jew. I can't help it. But I have an enemy. What would I do? Shouldn't I protect myself? I defend myself? The small minorities there, very powerful they are, because they've suffered thousands of years. And they're Muslims and Christians, now they turn into a huge power. Pressure has made them big. So why don't we stop this violence, nonsense violence? It doesn't help anybody. Look, Muslims have better things to do. To unite the Muslims, to fix the economical problem in their countries, to create brotherhood, to promulgate moralities, spiritualities to the whole world, set a new standard of the truth of Islam, clean it up from this debris that's on it. Isn't this a lot better for everybody? Well, this is my message for the fundamental Muslims in the world, that they're trying to do something, the fundamentalist government. I predicted what's going to happen. I gave you the answer tonight. There is a way you can do it. And if you start to do it, I guarantee you, God is on your side. He is. If you decide tonight, after you're hearing this, decide to do something right, positive, daring, do not be afraid of your death. That is nothing. Go on. Show power. Show that power and money do not possess you. You possess the money and the power, and do something for the good of everyone to prevent a disaster. The course has to change. If the course changes, that bomb will never hit the target. Never. The course has to change. May God of the world be with you. I'm just a humble servant of God and a small, destitute human being that is concerned about the pain and suffering of the people.